Artificial intelligence enters 2024 awash with utopian visions of transformative breakthroughs, uplifting humanity through medical discoveries, efficient services, creative abundance, and augmented human potential. But undercurrents of impending dystopia also surge. Rising powers make unchecked strides towards total information control over their citizens, while new threats to safety, equality, and human agency seem to multiply weekly. Present figures already signal the stakes. Over $93 billion invested across 558 bleeding-edge AI startups during 2023 alone, while spending towards $1 trillion annually is forecast by decade's end. And the great powers sprint harder to dominate what many call the master technology of the 21st century. China drives ahead, fueled by boundless state resources and chilling disinterest for civil rights in its quest for digital totalitarianism. India issues urgent calls for global ethical guardrails restraining forces of repression and instability before they fracture digital civilization irreparably. Now, mere months remain until pivotal choices cascade into world-shaping consequences. 2024's AI wars will determine whether ethical gaps widen into unbridgeable chasms, dividing empowered autocracies running roughshod over digital civil liberties from outmatched democracies forced into unacceptable compromises to compete. Or if cooperative guardrails emerge reinforcing democratic values and human rights, so AI elevates rather than endangers shared futures. Present trajectories lean towards division, distrust, and instability. But radical openness around developments like the AI system, QSA's concealed capabilities at leading firm OpenAI during 2023's final months, hinted how transparency could still reverse the tide towards societal resilience. OpenAI cemented its status as an AI superpower during 2023, wowing millions worldwide with the launch of ChatGPT, its viral conversational chatbot. But the moonshot startup also exemplified the mounting perils of opacity around advanced AI systems, even for trailblazing researchers with proclaimed safety commitments. In November, OpenAI leadership faced warnings from scientists within the firm over human extinction risks posed by mathematical reasoning breakthroughs within an AI system known only as QSAR. Opaque specifics again highlighted transparency issues in AI's highest stakes sectors, despite the general capabilities involved holding immense promise. OpenAI's chief executive Sam Altman faced temporary ouster as leadership tensions climaxed around downplayed safety concerns. But details stayed obscured amidst competitive pressures in AI's high-stakes arms race until public criticism forced OpenAI to publish limited research on Q half a year later in 2023. The QSU drama exemplified transparency and communication gaps dividing internal researchers and executives, a trust fall exacerbating risks from complex AI systems outpacing ethical safeguards. And it underscored the temptation even mission-driven startup cultures face, putting competitive secrecy first when progress seems to depend upon corner-cutting ethics. Artificial intelligence promises immense opportunity, but also cyber threats, impacting every facet of society. Advanced hacking collectives already run rampant, while state-sponsored groups like North Korea's Lazarus commonly launch brazen attacks against pillars upholding digital civilization. Now, AI risks automating black hat capabilities, targeting essential infrastructure, financial systems, utilities, transportation hubs, and potentially millions more networked endpoints. Meanwhile, the very analytics intended to catch threats remain blinded by talent shortages, as open cybersecurity jobs exceeded over 714,000 last year across the US and EU. As artificial intelligence rapidly advanced in 2023, China emerged as a leading AI innovator, while concerning government actions raised alarms over how it may leverage new capabilities. China aims to dominate AI globally as a strategically vital technology, but its opaque authoritarian system pursuing state interests over individual rights sparks worries over AI being weaponized to entrench repression and destabilize democracies. Now at an inflection point, choices by China and democratic rivals in 2024 and beyond will determine whether AI propels human progress or digital totalitarianism. Cooperating on ethical guardrails could still redirect trajectories toward benefit over harm. But continued unilateralism risks AI dividing the world into empowered autocracies, subjugating their own citizens and endangering freedoms abroad. While facing economic headwinds entering 2023, China channeled immense resources into AI research, even as other sectors faced funding squeezes. Some experts estimated China spends over $70 billion yearly across public and private sector AI development, exceeding every nation besides the US. Cumulative VC investments over the past 5 years reached nearly $40 billion into China-based AI startups. Chinese tech conglomerates like Alibaba, Tencent, and Baidu rival the West's big tech titans across cloud computing, AI chips, intelligent applications, autonomous vehicles, and other frontier technologies. And local rivals sense opportunities to leapfrog leaders. Search firm Baidu currently trails Google in language processing techniques, but aims to surpass the US giant by 2025 via its $1 billion Project Mozart, prioritizing 100 AI experts over conventional revenues. At November 2023's World Internet Conference, President Xi Jinping encouraged global collaboration to promote the safe development of AI on common interests like healthcare. But actions louder than words saw China block expanding cooperation with democracies on issues like data governance and human rights protections. Instead, Xi asserted China's readiness to promote the safe development of AI unilaterally on opaque terms that leave experts uneasy over real intentions. Because simultaneously, China signaled seeing AI in zero-sum terms as an arena where supremacy means economic and geopolitical dominance. President Xi outlined plans to transform China into a leading innovative nation, overseeing key technologies like AI as vital to comprehensive national power and national security. At a May 2023 meeting of ruling Communist Party leaders, Xi highlighted increasingly severe and complex threats that new technologies like AI pose. Xi responded by ordering accelerated progress across digital infrastructure, big data analytics, IoT sensor networks, 6G telecoms, and other foundations boosting AI innovations to further central priorities. But the party also treats influencing AI ethics and standards as pivotal to promoting its authoritarian values globally. China's leaders command society through centralized digital platforms enabling unprecedented surveillance. They aim making such technological control seem inevitable worldwide by embedding repressive norms underpinning the AI era's socio-technical architecture. And where cooperation fails, co-opting foreign researchers and technologies shows promise, bolstering China's AI capabilities through licit and illicit means. China's fusion of state guidance over markets focuses immense resources on national priorities like AI through subsidies, special economic zones, recruitment of global talent, and IP acquisition. Strategic plans like Made in China 2025 set major benchmarks for dominating high-tech spheres, including AI chips, cloud infrastructure, smart manufacturing, IoT sensors, big data platforms, and intelligent robotics. Meeting targets requires continued heavy state investment and policies favoring domestic firms to conquer strategic ground and shield themselves against foreign rivals and potential sanctions. But opaque Chinese subsidies intertwined with private enterprises muddy real budgets, and state resources offer virtually unlimited support for sectors deemed nationally vital. This state-driven approach seems poised to produce leading innovations like breakthroughs at AI research powerhouse SenseTime. Founded in 2014, SenseTime scaled rapidly to lead facial recognition tech through China's vast camera networks, enabling dystopian digital surveillance. Now valued over $7.5 billion after raising $1 billion in 2021, SenseTime aims to dominate commercial AI markets abroad. Using capabilities nurtured through secretive government contracts, the firm is barred from disclosing publicly. The hardware foundations enabling such authoritarian systems are expanding quickly, as CCTV cameras alone likely top 800 million across China presently. And underpinning software perfected domestically is then exported globally, alongside leading commercial applications like SenseTime's widely used facial recognition packages, tailoring to foreign clients. Xi's 2023 directives urged utilizing big data, cloud computing, and AI to enhance social governance capabilities, signaling domestic deployment for expanded surveillance. And tools refined through the world's largest system monitoring citizens could help sell Oscar-winning AI products like SenseTime's globally, while influencing international standards. Overall, China sprints towards AI supremacy fueled by immense state resources and chilling disinterest for civil rights in its expansive vision for predictive command and control. Now, past pivotal ambiguities in global responses, continued unilateralism risks making China's digital totalitarianism seem inevitable worldwide. While promising continued economic opening, China's opacity around AI systems, swirling state interests, private profits, and security demands fosters deep unease. Layers shielding AI innovations and intentions present a black box, raising tough questions. Will authoritarian norms embed within Chinese AI shape standards and practices globally? Could flawed algorithms or data poisoned by unsafe biases scale worldwide alongside celebrated advances like medical imaging AI? What prevents militarization of consumer tech innovations through secret state R&D pipelines? How will tensions between Western values like individual privacy versus China's mass surveillance priorities be reconciled on contested fronts like facial recognition tech? And most alarmingly, democracies must determine if China's fusing of state guidance over markets is poised to outpace divided societies with clashing commercial versus ethical incentives around AI progress. Because presently China sprints ahead assertively, while other nations mainly cooperate rhetorically. 2024 will further reveal if China believes it can dominate AI alone better than accelerating partnerships, or if mutual interests can still be discovered before differences ossify into destabilizing long-term divergence, endangering global futures. 2024's initial months provide a final chance to choose trajectories aligned with human progress before technology lock-in drives irrevocable divergence. Without vision and leadership soon impacting real choices, utopian dreams will fade, leaving societies digitally helpless against AI dystopia's overwhelming individual and collective agency. The alternative is near, a world where ethical tech elevates rights, where aligned standards enable collaboration, multiplying benefits equitably, where AI amplifies the best of humanity rather than entrenching oppression. 2024 will demonstrate if people and institutions still shape digital civilization's trajectory, or if that control now rests with algorithms all societies must blindly trust. 2024 shapes up as a defining year for artificial intelligence on multiple fronts. Rapid advancement continues, along with soaring investment and fervent promises of societal transformation through AI innovation in healthcare, education, sustainability, and more. Yet under the breathless optimism pulses profound unease over opaque intentions, unchecked security threats, and lost agency that could irreversibly undermine civil rights worldwide. Cooperating around ethical guardrails and standards offers hopes for the best of both worlds, but trends point the other way so far. China sprints towards AI supremacy, fueled by boundless state resources and authoritarian disinterest in individual rights. Facing this juggernaut, democracies like India and Germany urge uniting around moral leadership and transparency, so AI cannot divide the planet into zones of lost liberty versus precarious freedom. But while their calls echo experts' alarms, momentum still favors unilateral interests presently. The window for global accords embedding ethics into cooperative frameworks narrow daily. 2024 will likely demonstrate if ethical AI was a real prospect or merely idealistic rhetoric, unable to shift cold realities in a high-stakes technology arms race. With stakes so immense, sidelining ethics is morally bankrupt. But late is better than never. There is still time for stakeholders to demand action, realizing visions of ethical tech, elevating rights, and augmenting human potential. The alternative is digital dystopia, numbing minds and chilling progress. 2024 will reveal much about which scenario defines the century hence. The present pivot point demands leaders now stand up with courage and imagination before the breakers of unchecked AI crash down. Visit our website at www.ultraunlimited.com to learn more about the pulse of innovation driving humanity forward.